Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Hogwarts Legacy. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zero. Let's get to it. So today there's a raven in the Owlery, but before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So we were asked by Mr. Ollivander, Garibaldi Ollivander, that is, to come to his shop. This is, of course, after you get your own wand, and this is when you're getting ready to find the map chamber. So it's after you've gone to the restricted section in the library.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander.
So,
sounds most up my street.
Wonderful.
Mr. Ollivander has a request.
An heirloom
wand with a supposed fairy wing core went missing. And by missing, I mean stolen.
Richard Jackdaw.
So Richard Jackdaw stole the wand, and it's not like the Elder Wand. It's purely sentimental. It's been in the family for years, centuries even, and they just want it back. So they want to know what happened to it.
The poltergeist was less
and
helpful.
It will help us in the end.
One would think. However, the headmaster
because we're looking for the missing pages. The missing pages and the wand should be together.
Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh.
All right, so Mr. Ollivander has been looking for the wand, but he kind of feels like he's frustrated because he's been staring at the problem for too long, and sometimes getting someone from the outside helps you out because you get the a fresh pair of eyes to look at it, just as he said. So we need to go to the Owlery, and
why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit, I have no idea.
The Owlery is, of course, on Hogwarts property, and having an old guy like Mr. Ollivander, even as esteemed as he is, on Hogwarts property without leave would not be that great, especially if he's going to be in and out of Hogwarts. Probably not the greatest thing, especially during the term.
Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand making is.
So now we're going to try and figure out
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me
where the wand is, and at the same time the missing pages from the book that we have that we'll need in order to venture forward in our own quest, and our quest to understand ancient magic. Now, I highly recommend taking the walk back to Hogwarts from Hogsmeade and taking in the sights. Whether it's day or night. Night, I would say, is preferable. But day also, you have this wonderful view of the castle and the Owlery itself. And as you get closer, you get certain details that pop up a little bit more. So instead of fast traveling to whatever is closest, go ahead and take the extra little bit of time and walk back or run back. Because even running back, it's still going to take you a few minutes. But the visuals are definitely worth it. All right, so we made it to the Owlery. And we can hear a field guide page, so it's definitely something that we want to get a hold of. It's got to be around here somewhere. One of the most annoying things about the field guide pages is that it's only a little ding audio cue, and even if you use the audio visualizer, it only tells you to your left, to your right, behind you, in front of you, It doesn't say like up
The
and
summoning
down.
charm should do the trick.
So
I'll take that, thank you.
I would really like that to be addressed, but it's not a huge deal. It's just more of a pet peeve of mine. Now all these all these owls getting disturbed in the middle of the night. All right, so there's statues and there's more than one. We need,
Empty perches.
it
Could be
looks
the
like, a
size
total
of
of
jackdaws.
6 for
Oh,
these
statues of
spots for the jackdaw.
Revelio.
All right, so that was about all the ones that I saw here. There's some more up there. Oop, and it looks like there's a, speaking of field guide
Birds
pages,
aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
so there's actually 2 field guide pages. Oh, you blocked me.
Welcome surprise.
We'll go ahead and do this while I'm
Nothing.
not doing anything else. Oh, and there's a, not, speaking of, so there is one revealing one, there's one Accio. Oop,
Nothing.
can't quite, oh, there it is. One Accio and one Leviosa.
Leviosa.
There we go. So that's 2 in the Owlery. There we go. Plus we got that map
Doesn't
with the
appear to
floating
be connected to the
candles.
missing pages.
Ah,
Best
there we
download
go.
it now.
Field guide page. All right, so we have a couple more. Oop. Have a few more to grab. Oop, and these owl newel posts?
No statues
What would you
here.
call these? They're kind of getting in the way. There we go. I think there's one more. And then everything should be on the floor down below. Oh, maybe not. Looks like there's 2 more that I didn't do down here. So we'll go ahead and pick up these statues. We'll pick up whatever else is on the ground. I think that's it. We'll go ahead and open these up because, you know, get a couple more galleons here and there. There's nothing wrong with that. There we go. And that should be the last statue.
Revelio.
Just kind of look around real quick. I think that's it.
What's
There we go. Got them all. All the little secrets within the school. The school is quite large, so I imagine just the enormity of the school itself would lend itself to having secrets. And there's the apparition himself.
Someone solved my puzzle after all these
After
years.
all these years,
Well
someone
done
solved
indeed.
your puzzle.
Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot.
Yes.
Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
If you got something to hide, this is the best spot for it.
So, Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants
All
his
right.
family wand back.
Goodness.
So where's the
I'd
wand?
forgotten about
Oh, I
that
forgot
wand.
about it. I
I'm
don't
sure
have it
I
on
had
me.
me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow.
So there we
that
go.
map.
What map?
Ridiculous,
If
really.
we find the
Found it on
pages,
some yellowed
we should
pages
find the
Peeves had
wand.
pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages.
So this
you took from
whole
Peeves and followed that
arc
map to your doom.
of getting
To
to
hear
the
it
map
all
room
reduced to such
is
absurdity,
different
but
depending
yes.
on what
Why
house
do
you're
you care about some old
playing
wand?
as.
I don't really.
So if
Ollivander
you've
does.
chosen
It's the pages
Ravenclaw,
I'm
you'll get this one,
Like
but
they
if
do with
you
the wand
if you're
in the
playing
cave.
one of the other ones,
Indeed.
you'll get a different story.
Say, here's an
And
idea.
you know, we'll have
Why
all of
don't
them
you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest?
showcased so
I'd
you
be
can
happy
see
to
what
show
you're
you
missing
where to
out
find
if you
them.
don't want to do it yourself. Or
I think I can guess how you
if it
died.
may or may not be worthwhile.
who did
We'll
you
also
I was having a look
add
around when
on
I suddenly
to
sensed a refreshing
the
breeze,
end,
after which I felt, well, lightheaded.
the cave
That's all I remember.
and that
Hence,
little
if you
bit,
do
which is
visit the
probably
cave,
the second
be
half
prepared.
of
I can't tell you
the
what
video,
for specifically, but you seem a perceptive
which
sort.
is always going to be the
Beware
same no
remote
matter what house
clues.
you're in.
Why would
So
you
this
say
kind
that
of
was Ollivander's
completes
family
the
name?
The
story, I would
family were
say,
always going
of
on about how special it was,
the
so
Mr.
I took it.
Richard
Who could
Jackdaw,
resist?
plus kind of the
Sadly, it
mystery
wasn't special enough to save my neck.
surrounding him.
I fully intended to return it once I
I
learned it
fully
was only
intended to
special
return
for
it,
sentimental reasons,
but I
but
never
as you
got
can
the
see,
chance.
I never got the chance.
How is it possible
So
to
he
steal
swiped
from
it because he
caves?
thought it was
A
like the Elder
poltergeist?
Wand,
I didn't steal
and then he
the
found
pages
out
from his
it really
ghostly
wasn't.
form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for
So,
wrecking things. Books, bottles,
from what I
suits
can
of
tell
armor,
in this
whatever's likely to cause
conversation,
the most chaos.
Jackdaw,
I doubt he even
if he had
noticed they were
spent
gone.
half as much time on his
If
studies
that's the
as he
only way
did
for me to get
trying
those
to get
pages,
into trouble
I'll
slash
meet you there.
adventure,
If you don't
he would
mind
have
the sight of
been,
a,
well, first of
my
all, still
decapitated
alive,
skeleton, the wand
and
the
second of all,
pages are
not
yours for the
nearly in
taking.
as much trouble with so many people, including the Ollivanders.
Revelio.
The name Jackdaw is
As good
pretty
as my...
We meet
pretty
again,
much
Richard
mud
Jackdaw.
at this
I
point.
suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Only a Ravenclaw would travel this far in pursuit of knowledge.
They get the wand back. It's no big deal, but
Follow me.
for
I shall lead you as
years,
far
if
as I
you're
can,
a
but
Jackdaw,
I
it's
fear
it's
I'd
not
never
going to
be
look
any
good.
tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise.
All right, so at
Keep
this
your
point,
eyes open
this
for
is
a
when
birdbath.
all
When
the
you find
stories
it,
kind of
say,
converge back together.
Intramuros. I think it's
You
Latin.
meet Jackdaw in the
Or
Forbidden
Greek.
Forest, and
As you
then
can
you move
imagine, I
forward,
never paid much attention in school.
regardless of
Shall we?
what house you're playing
There it
as.
is, just as Jackdaw described.
So here we go. Here's Jackdaw's tomb,
Intramuros.
Intramuros, and get into there and do the thing to get to the map chamber, which is beyond. And that is the same regardless of the house, but if you're trying to go for the challenge of getting there as each house, you'll of course want to complete it out, as you'll see in the video here. But otherwise, that's it. I hope you enjoy this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Dead.
Lilith will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is. Impressive. That must be where this all leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Revelio. Stupefy. I'm not going to touch those. Ugh. Stupefy. Revelio. Revelio. If I could summon that platform to me, I could likely get on it. Accio! Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Revelio. Incendio. Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Revelio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Whew, it's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Here. Revelio. Here. Revelio. Incendio. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Incendio! Revelio! Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this. Revelio. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Revelio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him. Revelio. There it is. The bridge. It's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the heck. imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Shame. Those splinters must be what's left of Ollivander's wand. At least I can take the pages. Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room? Section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention. And might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
PlayStation